South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world. Our gaming amenities include over 60 table games and over 2,600 of the most popular slot and video poker machines. We have penny slots, including the popular Buffalo games, and real machines like Wheel of Fortune, Triple Sevens, and Megabucks. If you prefer video poker, try Deuces Wild, Double Bonus, or a variety of multi-denomination games. Or try your hand at one of the most popular casino table games in the world, Blackjack. Don't let the game intimidate you. Blackjack, also known as 21, is both easy and fun. And our dealers are always happy to assist. And the best part? Blackjack always pays 3 to 2. Next, check out the roulette tables. Roulette is one of the easiest casino games to learn, and so much fun to play. It's a favorite of both beginners and seasoned players. In addition to blackjack and roulette, our casino pit features over 60 popular table games like Baccarat, Pai Gow Poker, 3-Card Poker, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and Mississippi Stud. So get out of your room and come join in the fun.
Host the Cubs in the first game of the Cactus League tonight, and I'd say they'll host the last game of the season too. Meanwhile, the Chicago White Sox are shooting to win more games than the Chicago Bulls, who are on a pace for 33 wins. I mean, White Sox should win more than the Bears, right? That was 5. I don't know. And roll the open! Live from the South Point Casino here on the Las Vegas Strip. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Baseball is underway in 5 minutes. We have baseball, ladies and gentlemen, Dodgers and Cubs. Sure, it's spring training, but heck, I love it. That's why I wore a baseball jersey today. And if you're wondering about college basketball, 585 hours till Selection Sunday, so I can find out that the Pitt Panthers haven't made it. Thanks for visiting us on YouTube. To watch the show, Daniel LaRusso calls more exciting than the season finale of Cobra Kai, Punchlines. Yes, I've been watching the show. Are you watching Cobra Kai?
I finished it. Because they did it in blocks.
Yes, they did. I know. The last 5 just
blocks.
came out.
The end of the second block was dramatic.
Yes, with the kid. Right. We don't want to spoiler alert. Yeah.
I finished it. Again, the show was so good early.
It's so cheap. Right.
And then it became very, very cliched by the end.
This is true.
And it's still very watchable.
A little too much of Chosen as well. But
I will tell you, I enjoyed my Dr. Pepper Blackberry that you hated along with it. No, I didn't. I just wanted to bring it on set.
I didn't want, look, it's becoming like animal cookies for me. I will never have another one of those. People know who watched. I bought a 12-pack of zero sugar Dr. Pepper Blackberry.
It sounds like you could be interested.
Well, I had one on 2 Mondays ago, and it kind of gave me an upset stomach, which turned out to be the flu. But of course, whatever you had that you ate or drank right before the flu.
Broccoli's on a ban right now in the house.
Well, I'm glad you were trying to eat healthy. I will never have buffalo chicken dip in croissant rolls or crescent rolls.
It's part of the reason that I'm skittish on Korean barbecue also.
Anne had a sip of the flavored blackberry, and she said it tastes like childhood. And Alex seems to like it.
Childhood?
Yeah, she liked it. She said it tastes like childhood.
Very nice.
My sister, on the other hand.
That's very nice.
When I told my sister about it, she went, ooh, I said, Gina, it tastes like the grape cough syrup that you used to love. She's like, oh.
I'm sold once you say it like that, Frank.
Well, then it makes it like a Slizzard drink. Then we're Little Wayne.
Get some Robitussin. You're in great shape there.
Get the Tussin going. You're good. We have a great show, ladies and gentlemen. This program is a mix of sports, comedy, conversation, viral videos, and some educated gambling advice. I am your host, Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. And today's show, I promise not to be a complete dick, like the mayor of Seattle yesterday, who got a press conference, Jeff, all excited, thinking that he was about to drop some Sonic news.
I have an announcement to make.
Listen how excited they get. They're like, no way.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Boo! Boo!
That's not nice.
That's terrible. That is awful. That is awful. Now, we know the NBA will expand, obviously.
At some point.
Hopefully Vegas.
Maybe in the next, it's going to be Vegas and Seattle.
It's going to be Vegas and Seattle.
It's going to be the two of them.
That's what everyone knows, right? Everyone's waiting. So here he comes out to do and everyone pulls a basketball out. Everyone thinks he's got an inside scoop because you know this is going to get leaked before the mayor is going to.
So mean.
Is that not that is so far.
What was the press conference for, by the way?
I think he probably wanted to get something boring. I don't know. No clue. If anyone knows, let me know. But what a cruel thing to do. B-Town Dummy, if he's watching, lifelong Sonic fan. Kevin Durant obviously has already said there's one city that deserves basketball back. It's Seattle. Because I remember him playing there. You know,
they should never
should have never taken that.
I understand when I left. I understand. Right. Like, it happens. Like, team gets sold. Ownership group was hell-bent on moving. I get it. But they should have been quicker to getting the Supersonics back than they've been. I mean, it's been 20 years.
I was going to say
it's been 20 years now since the Thunder.
Early 2000s. Yeah, Durant's been playing.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah, really. Have you ever been to Seattle?
No.
Shot there a couple times.
I know you're big. I will be there at some point soon. But
it's a great city. You'll love it. But Key Arena is almost like eye level. Like
that's now Climate Pledge Arena. Frank.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. It's what?
It's Climate Pledge Arena. We got to say the right name now.
What is Climb and Pledge?
No, Climate.
Oh, Climate Pledge. Oh. Did you hear Climb and Pledge? I'm like, so is it lemon scented is it?
You need more lemon pledge.
More lemon pledge.
We'll call the Griffins and Consuelo up
exactly.
There. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Nice Family Guy reference. Climate Pledge. Well, that's good. Seattle's very green up there. That's a good one. So I had a little joke to be after the mayor, but now it's too long after. Let's try. Oh, look at the mayor. Yeah. Why would he do that? That's like the mayor of Chicago teasing the city. The Chicago White Sox will return to Chicago after spring training. I mean, the town would be fine if they didn't. Okay, we're going to get on the White Sox.
I give you a tis.
I know, thank you. We've already, that's 2 Chicago White. Oh, son of a.
By the way, the White Sox. The White Sox had what was
43?
No, it wasn't that low, was it?
53.
Yeah, I mean, it's the lowest win total I think I've ever seen going into a season.
So baseball win totals, we have the two ends of the spectrum. We got the Dodgers at 104.5, 105.
Yeah.
And then the White Sox at 55.
Would you rather have the White Sox over or the Dodgers under?
Oh, God, don't do that to me. I want the Dodgers over. You know me. Come on.
I know that. But
what would I rather have? All right.
What would you rather? If I said to you, Frank, you must bet one of these two?
What
would you rather have?
The Dodgers under, because maybe they get so far ahead.
Wow, you and I actually agree on this.
Okay, yeah, I would.
Well, yeah,
I would because all teams are going to go through a little slump. By the way, we're watching the Dodgers right now. They're there in their spring training hats. Mookie Betts playing short.
Yes,
it's official. And Yamamoto getting the start. So anyway. Baseball season's underway. Coming up later in the show, ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday. We usually have Joe D'Amico, but Joe's got a puppy that's a little under the weather, and he's at the vet with his dog right now. So he won't be able to make the show today. But I do have Joe's picks, and if the chat thinks it's a good idea, perhaps I will give those picks as Joe D'Amico.
Do it.
The best Joe I can do.
Do it. We need sunglasses.
Maybe we need a poll. We need shades. I need a lot of things. I need memorabilia behind me. We'll figure it out. But anyway.
You are wearing memorabilia today.
I am wearing, and this is a personalized Nicotero shirt, by the way. Look at that. I'm looking at me pointing to myself. There you go. This is my ballpark shirt. Anyway, he is on a 10-1 overall hoops run, 8-0 in his last 8, and 6 straight college wins. So Joe will not be joining us via the video, but we'll have his picks. Also in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, back in his usual spot on Thursdays here on Punchlines, a man who gave me a bad pick on the Washington Generals the other night when I went to see the Harlem Globetrotters. We'll have a video of that tomorrow.
The Clown? Come on now.
I bet the that's right. They were due. Isn't that what he says?
Yes.
By the way, Krusty the Clown, probably my favorite character on The Simpsons. Probably. Really up there. Him, comic book guy, tertiary characters.
There are a lot of good options for tertiary
There's so many
characters.
options, but Krusty's the best. Yeah. When he goes in to do the voiceover stuff, when he just pulls up in the car.
For what it's worth, Ralph Wiggum is the correct answer to that, by the
Ralph
way.
Wiggum is a good one. I choose
He's the only one who can unify the country.
That's Ralph. Ralph's a good one.
Yeah.
Got Nelson. Anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. This is the second part of your intro. The man who was shocked on X by the Kansas Jayhawks getting stomped the other night by BYU. You had kind of a running commentary going how bad Bill Self and the Kansas City Jayhawks.
Pretty funny.
But a man who's very excited about what Missouri did, what Mizzou did, it's Jeff Parles, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Jeff is just me. And Keith. There we go. It builds. Look how everyone's doing. Sean, everyone's doing it for Jeff Parles.
I'm going to blush.
That's the loudest applause we've ever had in the studio.
That's kind of sad.
It really is.
Okay.
That was the loudest applause. We've only had one standing ovation, by the way. That came from Ann after Esther Steinberg's performance on the show, how she ripped. Ann got up and stood. Has she ever given you a standing ovation?
I gave someone a standing ovation a few weeks ago. I forgot who it was, though. I think I might have.
I think it was me when I think
I gave you a standing ovation.
It was me, and I can't remember the joke.
I forget what it was.
Was it something excellent. I rolled off the chair?
I don't know, but it was a very good moment, and you deserved it. I don't remember why, though. It's a shame, Jeff. It's a shame.
All right, there's the poll. Poll is in.
What is the poll today?
The poll is Keith's in third grade. Let's take a look at today's punch menu. We're changing it up a little today. We got some different stuff going on. May I take your order? We have a ref with an amazing call in the comedy clip of the day. We offer some gambling advice with our picks at 12:36. We got some viral videos. We have a Kenny White dog, correct? We got a Kenny White dog of the day, and we have our cute dog of the day video to end the show. Just let me tell you now. Let me just tease you to stay tuned for the whole show. We showed a dog with, who was the dog with? A monkey. Dog and a monkey were sharing a smoothie yesterday.
Well, do we know the flavor of the smoothie?
It looked strawberry. No, it was strawberry.
The monkey lose the argument to the dog then?
Should have been banana.
Yeah.
That's one of the funniest things you ever said. Did the monkey lose an argument? I believe it was red. I don't know. Do we have it from yesterday? It might have been already thrown in the file if Jeff missed it. But I believe it was a red shake. Is anyone? It was red. It was strawberry.
Seriously, the monkey, horrible negotiation job.
But the monkey's drinking out of the straw and the dog's licking at it, and the monkey is very human-like because they say
I know.
Theory of relativity.
I don't know.
They taught me in school. We have another animal with the dog that's cute. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get on to breaking videos. Let's do it. Top of show. A lot of interesting things going on. I think there's no more hot topic than
2020.
Hockey.
Oh, sorry.
2025. No, we'll get to that later. Yeah. It's all about hockey tonight here in North America. That's right. Mexico is psyched too. And even a guy on the other team is a buddy. Oh, and even if a guy on the other team is a buddy, you still might end up in a fight. Watch this.
You have a long history with Matthew Tkachuk. The minute that he entered the league, if he were to challenge you on Thursday, would you go him?
You put me on the spot because, I'll do anything for my country, and the time is right, and I got to go him, and I guess so.
So there you go.
I thought you were going to go, I'm not your friend guy, I'm not your guy, buddy, all that fun South Park roundabout, but you don't watch South Park.
I do. South Park loses my interest after the first 10 minutes usually, and it's nothing. It's a great show. I've seen a lot of them. I never make it all the way through. I don't know why. I just get frustrated and I put on a Family Guy.
That's bizarre.
I just go right back to Family Guy. It's my comfort zone. So anyway, yeah, big game tonight. Lots of props. Come down to the South Point. You can watch the game for free in the sportsbook. Chris said the atmosphere for the hockey games have been outstanding. So he went out and put some prop bets right here. We can talk more about these at 12:36. Jack Eichel, local guy, 20-1. Crosby, 20-1. Those are first goal scorers. You can do that. Come down and bet the game. So come down. Where are you going to be watching the game tonight, Jeff?
On my couch.
On your couch. Good spot.
On my couch.
Good spot.
Comfortable spot.
Do you have a breakdown of the game? Do you see how it goes? Who are you rooting for?
I picked the Canadians.
You picked the Canadians. Yeah. Now, this is strange. I want to let you know a lot of people in Pittsburgh. And by the way, for friends watching in Pittsburgh, rough day if you are a hockey fan. Last night, and I believe you even texted me.
I saw it.
The greatest hockey announcer that I've ever heard, but I'm biased. Mike Lang passed away, and I had worked with Mike Lang many times. We did a lot of charity events together. And Mike, back in the day, was known to imbibe quite a bit. And I remember sharing a few drinks with Mike, and he told the greatest stories, by the way. Then, I don't know if this is the last time I saw Mike Lang, but there was a sandwich shop on Babcock Boulevard in Pittsburgh. It was a sandwich shop, and it was connected to a gentleman's club. So you could go to a sandwich. I don't know. But also on the other side of it, there was a laundromat. So I remember I was ordering a sandwich, and in the laundromat was Mike Lang doing his laundry at the laundromat. His washer and dryer had broke. So he was in there, and he was talking to anyone who wanted to talk to him about hockey. He was a wonderful man and Hall of Fame announcer. He's in the Hall of Fame, and on a Mount Everest or a Mount Rushmore in Pittsburgh of announcers, you got him, Myron Cope, Bill Hillgrove, who was on this show, who does Steelers and Pitt. And then I'd maybe even put Lanny Terry, who was also on this show. So 2 of them. But anyway, back to hocky. You're rooting for Canada, or you think Canada's going to win?
I didn't say that.
That's true. You did not.
I did not say that. Don't
I'm putting words in your mouth.
No, this is what I said this morning on Sports by the Book.
Yeah, please.
These teams are so damn even that it is very hard for me to see a team sweep 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And if Canada won on Saturday, I'd be picking the U.S. tonight.
Correct, right.
So these teams are so even that I just have a hard time picking the team that won the first matchup.
Right.
Even with technically home ice, with the Americans playing in Boston tonight, as opposed to Montreal on Saturday. I don't think home ice means as much as we make it out to be.
I think like the first 5 minutes of the game, maybe, and then it settles in.
And then assuming we don't have Thursday night is all right for fighting, like Saturday night is all right for fighting the other
amazing.
Night. But that's why I picked Canada, because I just think that it's very difficult to see with these teams so damn even.
Now, obviously,
back-to-back sweep. There is a goalie advantage for the U.S. That is the one thing. But if Binnington is even with Hellebuck, that's how Canada wins.
All right, I like the breakdown. And here's the thing. I know they have to get back to the NHL season, but in the future, if this Four Nations thing happens again, which it will, obviously it's been a huge success, are they going to want to put a third game in there if the two? I mean, I know they won't, but no one really gets bragging rights. Almost, it's almost like we each won one game.
So this is kind of the deal with the round robin tournament, right? I mean,
it can happen that way.
It just unless if you're going to make it like, all right, we're going to round robin, and then we're going to have the tournament after the round robin.
A little exception if it's 1-1.
Where legitimately we would have legitimately in this scenario had USA against Sweden again, and Canada against Finland again.
Yeah.
But I look at this is kind of what the format is, unfortunately. But we also keep a look at the Olympics too. Like even if like in the past, like I go back to those Vancouver Olympics where Ryan Miller became Captain America for a few weeks.
I remember that.
Where Team USA won the first matchup in Vancouver. They won that first matchup and one of the better hockey. Both those hockey games in that Olympics were incredible that they played. And then Crosby scored the winner in overtime to win the gold for the Canadians back up. Geez, how long ago was that? That was like 2010. That's like 15 years ago now.
I was watching that in a bar on the Sunset Strip. Anyone care?
Do you remember the bar?
I don't. I don't remember. That was a hotel bar. All right, so we talked about hockey, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get more to that in picks at 12:36. I might have a prop bet from that game.
Oh.
It'll be hard to figure out, I'm sure. So hockey's played on ice, right? A lot of these kids.
Can I ask you a quick trivia question?
You may, yes.
Okay. So Canada beat the U.S. for gold in 2010.
Yes.
I have 2 trivia questions. Do you remember who won the bronze?
No.
Okay, we're going to end it right there.
Finland. I was going to say Finland or Sweden.
Finland beat Slovakia.
There you go.
For that.
That's
the other way to get more games, by the way, of this. Expand the tournament, invite the Czechs, invite the Slovaks. You can, if Russia ever gets allowed back on the international stage, invite them, find one more 8th country, and then go from there.
Is something wrong in Russia right now? Okay. So anyway, hockey's usually played on ice. Wait, it's always played on ice, and a lot of those kids probably played hockey growing up on frozen lakes in Canada or in America. Well, last night there was a soccer game in Kansas City, Jeff, and the pitch, it was -8 degrees, and here we go. This guy does a nice little breakdown here. You can see the breath coming out of these players, including Messi. So it's freezing. It's 8 degrees.
Watching Sporting Kansas City, and then in Miami, we got Messi right over there. It is 3 degrees Fahrenheit, -15 degrees Celsius. Let's go, Sporting KC. Vamos. Damn.
So Messi scored the goal, right? Final score was 1-0. Messi has scored more in February than fellow KC legend Travis Kelce. Outdoors in shorts. Oh, burn! Don't tell Taylor.
I will tell you real quick.
Yeah, that's ridiculous that they played.
Well, yes, but the state of Missouri, and technically Sporting Kansas City's stadium actually is in Kansas City, Kansas.
Correct.
Actually.
Oh, wow.
That area of the country, the weather sucks. And
that is
it's
brutal.
The worst because you can get that. Remember, of course, the Chiefs and the Dolphins played the game that was colder than the freaking ice bowl was.
Yeah, that's right.
Last
2 years ago, yeah.
And then when we get to July, it's going to be 99 with 90% humidity.
That's the humidity is what
with
gets you
the worst weather. Hey, look, Ichiro still had the greatest quote of all time when talking about Kansas City.
What did he say?
You remember this one, Keith?
Ichiro? What did he say?
Well, I can't say.
Is he talking with Bob Costa? I think I've seen
Bob Costa.
Yeah, I have seen that. Okay, yeah.
Kansas City.
You
it's
can Google it later.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That it's all-time content.
I do know that one. Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk warmer. Let's get warmer. Let's talk baseball. We don't have any score on the Dodger Cubs game, but we have a baseball clip, and this couldn't make me happier, ladies and gentlemen, because baseball is upon us. And a guy was sitting behind the plate at Yankees camp yesterday while Aaron Judge was batting. Did you see this?
I didn't.
And he yelled for him to swing the bat. So you'll hear it. Oh, we don't hear it? Oh, okay.
Well, that ball was smoked.
He yelled swing the bat because he looked at a couple pitches, and then the next pitch he knocked 450 feet.
Go bleep yourself, guy.
Right, exactly. Now, only if that guy could have been behind the plate for Game 5 and said, field the ball. Too soon? Okay. Remember he booted it, Jeff? Remember that?
Are you done?
I'm going to try it one more time. Yeah, he was behind the plate yelling, swing the bat. What am I, Norm Macdonald all of a sudden? He was behind the plate yelling, swing the bat. Hey, more like he should have said, Game 5, Yankee Stadium, field the ball. Oh, and standing. Put the hand cam on. She's no, trust me, guys, she's standing. What? That was really loud. Back here, it wasn't as loud, but I was loud. You could be the king of the world one day, Jeff, or in this case, king of the court, dunking a basketball and winning the crown for the third straight year in a row. But less than a week later, poor Mac McClung, he's asking people, you want fries with that? That's right. Okay, it's a promotion. I get it. He's like, no, seriously, I'm the dunk king. Do you want me to dunk your chicken tender in some sauce? No, can you just give me extra napkins? Thanks, punk. So there you go. By the way, usually there's always like a big crowd when a celebrity's working the counter at Raising Cane's. Barkley, so Saquon Barkley had a bunch of people. Mac McClung looked like he might have just been pulling a shift.
Well, I mean, when the Knights won the Cup 2 years ago, it was Eichel and Shea Theodore.
Right, it was the one right down here too.
Was it right down here? I thought it was in Summerlin for some reason.
No, it might be.
But I don't know. But that was. I remember driving by that one. And couldn't even breathe. I was looking at Keith because I know Keith is the master of Las Vegas.
I thought he was had some sort of Raising Cane's deal that I didn't know.
Oh, maybe that too. I don't know.
By the way, Raising Cane's, if you need you could sponsor us, give us some. Yeah, we'll give up.
If you want to watch Frank drink the sauce from a cup, we will take your sponsorship.
Well, I know I had never had Raising Cane's, and Ryan has some sort of secret mixture he makes. Do you remember what it's like? What? The hot sauce with what is it again? Cane sauce with the hot sauce.
Okay, you made it seem like it was a gigantic concoction. You just added hot sauce to the regular sauce.
I don't know. I thought it was. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for our comedy clip of the day. So, Jeff, watch this. You imagine you go to your kid's game, basketball game, and the ball's out of bounds, and the ref has to make a call.
Oh.
No, like he has to make a call.
Okay.
No, let me clarify. Not a ruling on the play, ladies and gentlemen, but he's on the phone reffing a game. It's our comedy clip of the day. This makes zero sense, but it must have been important. So here we go. So he's on the phone. Yeah, I'm free. What's up? Good title, Caden Keith. Look, and he calls
He made the call, though.
He made the call.
And he got the call wrong, probably. He's still better than half the college basketball refs.
I don't know what he's doing. Look, everyone's yelling at him. He's like, seriously, Tank St. Mary's, they can't rebound, and I'll call some fouls. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, obviously, it must have been an emergency call from home or something.
Then
call a timeout.
Officials timeout.
Ref timeout. Yeah, officials timeout. But the fact that he's on the phone and he still makes the out of bounds call, they're like, how can you possibly make that call?
What an amazing clip.
It's genius. I'm also told he might have been talking with Patrick Mahomes.
I don't even have a flag over here.
I was waiting for... Oh, there we go. Where are the flags are missing?
I don't know. I thought those jokes were dead once they get crushed in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's true. They are. Well, I'm known to run something into the ground. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Khakis.
It's coming up. Let's take a look at roll call. Wow, we got a lot of people. Wow! loudest school bell we've ever heard. We got a new set. We got some new Bose speakers back there. What's going on? I think we got a subwoofer. He's at 12. And just went, you're at 12 to Sean? You got to remember, he's been sick. His ears are plugged up.
Oh, my God.
I can't imagine what that was like behind the glass. You're watching at home. It was very loud. Jerry's shaking his head like it was the loudest thing he's ever heard. And you got to remember, he plays in a rock band, for God's sakes. This was louder. Jerry's literally like, can you turn your amp down, Sean? Jesus, I'm on 9 over here. Okay. Oh, Jerry, that was funny. All right, so I asked how you thought the game was going to unfold tonight. Paul, USA. By the way, you know Chris Andrews is rooting for Canada.
He's told us that already.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't sure if you were here for that. Evnatola, which means everyone needs to laugh. Vince, I got it right on the first try. He likes Canada 5-3. JR, USA Today story. The championship game is the same as the NHL playoff overtime with 5-on-5 hockey with 20-minute periods where the first team wins to score. That's good to know. It's not going to come down to a shutout, which I think probably would have assumed that.
It should just be playoff.
Can't.
You imagine us getting a quadruple overtime game?
Oh my God!
Where's Nikolai Havibulin?
That would be. You know, I was in Pittsburgh it was Caps and Pens or Pens and Flyers. Went 4 overtimes. Bar closed. Mario's famous bar.
And the bar closed.
But they let us stay. They're like, all right, we got to close it. And then we're like, well, if we still want to drink, the guy's like, well, unfortunately, I can't charge you because then it becomes like a social club. So we were getting like free draft beers, and then we all left afterwards at like 3 a.m.
The guy, you give the guy a big tip.
We did, and we took Ubers.
Ubers existed then?
Sure it did.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say for that story. Paul, we need a Kia recall update. No, we don't. I'm not taking the car back in. I thank you, Paul, for thinking that. I will not do that. Does Dr. Pepper Blackberry come with Brick Breaker? Is that like an old joke? I don't know.
Blackberry.
Mini Dar likes the White Sox jokes. Oh, don't worry. There's a couple more coming for you, Mini Dar. Seattle is going to impeach the mayor, says Evan Natal. I agree. That was such a dick thing to do. Joey B.
Mean.
It was mean. Big show, says Joey B. Parles, Nicotero, and D'Amico. Sounds like a Long Island law firm. That's a good one, Joey B. Parles, Nicotero, and D'Amico. We win for you. Give Jeff a single on that. Give Jeff a single. Go ahead, say all 3 of them. He's doing great.
Blackberry.
You know what that reminds me of? I was at craft service table once with the late, great Bob Saget, and he picked up a BlackBerry, and he was going like this. I go, Bob, what are you doing? He goes, shh, I'm messaging on my BlackBerry. And I laughed out loud. He goes, Frank, you can use this joke, but you have to give me credit. So there you go, Bob. Love you.
That's a great joke.
Isn't that great? By the way, it was only he and I. It wasn't like there was a lot of people. I was already at craft service getting some free food, and I look over, and he had a giant BlackBerry in his fingers like this. What are you doing? He goes, shh, I'm on my BlackBerry. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. So if you do that, you can use that joke, people, but you got to give the late, great Bob Saget credit. White Sox won't win 50 games, says Keith Lyle. We know Paul's happy. Yami's pitching. Joey B. Nicotero as D'Amico. He voted yes. Looks like it's happening, ladies and gentlemen.
It has to happen now.
I might have to take a commercial break for me to get into character. All right. Anyway, lots of roll calls, lots of people in there, and I've lost the chat because I'm looking at a video of myself in the corner. How did I do that?
Oh, by the way, there was big news in the baseball game that went on.
What happened?
The first ever strike zone challenge occurred.
No.
And the grand total of time it took to get the call correct was 14 seconds. Why is this not in every game? I know why it's not, because the Umpires Association had a cow when this was even brought up.
Another Simpsons reference.
You got it.
I saw, working the ballpark last summer was the first time I had ever seen it.
It's a great system.
The first time it happened, I was
all
like,
the time.
Yeah.
2 challenges a game. Great. Perfect.
Wow. All right, there you go. You get 2 challenges per game. Is that what the rule is?
Yeah, we're for spring training only. It's not in the regular season.
Not a thing. The commissioner's already said it's not going to be a thing, but I think it's going to get a lot of recognition. It's going to be a high visibility thing here this spring for everyone to watch and go, wait, what is this? B-Town Dummy. Should I pre-read this? Can't believe Frank played a Yahoo Sports clip. I knew he'd come back to it eventually. 148th best sports site. I, of course, worked for Yahoo for 4 years doing a show there. My contract was not renewed. Christian stayed. Thanks again, buddy. And he still uses Yahoo Sports as his as a source for sports. Not Sean says Jaybird's hot chicken at Mini Dar. What are you saying there, Sean? Oh, you are. Cane's the best gimmick. Small tender, small toast. Tastes average. Chili tenders are better. Chili's?
Wait, hold on.
This is Mini Dar. An underrated small chicken tender franchise is Birds with a Y. Birds Hot Chicken.
I have no idea what that is. I'm not a Cane's stan by any means. I think it's
a stan. That means fan. Jeff dropping some youngster stuff. Stan means a fan. I know that one. Means like, I'm a stan because it's rooted in the Stan video from Marshall Mathers.
The big problem, as is with a lot of fast food at this point, the cost is too high.
It's ridiculous.
The cost is too high.
I thought it was in an airport when I ordered at McDonald's last time. I think I even said, what am I, in an airport McDonald's? I was on the boat. For a McDonald's meal, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, $11.
But
it should be $6.
I remember when it was like $3 or $4.
Well, and I'm not old.
Yeah. Hush your mouth.
Myself.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Lines of the Night. Let's get to some Lines of the Night, ladies and gentlemen. That's why, sorry, Ann. Ann was going over to get a delicious blackberry drink, I think. There we go, Lines of the Night. I'll take a sip. All right, Lines of the Night. Jeff, I have a special one for you.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and put it up there. I Spy. So this is from our buddy Jay Kuda.
Come on.
Jeff, one college logo is missing from that.
Give him a single.
So there.
Get the hell out of here with
Put him on a single. I want to see him sweat on this. So
I have no idea.
All right. I'll give you a clue. So that's every Division I basketball team except for one that Jay randomly removed. You want to take a quick scan? We'll give you 14 seconds, which is the average time, I believe, in spring training that the Strike Zone Challenge has been.
Get the hell out of here.
I'll give you a clue. It's a small school in South Carolina.
Furman.
No.
You see, South Carolina upstate.
No. You don't want to get an L when you play basketball. You want to get
a Wofford.
Close?
Western Carolina.
No. One more.
What other
I think the Duke brothers. There's a trading places. They could one of the.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, their last name. One of their, not the Duke brothers, but.
What are you talking about?
Two guys in the movie Trading Places.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
One of them.
Oh no.
You don't lose, you win.
Winthrop.
Winthrop. There it is. You got it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God, that was pathetic.
Winthrop. What are they? They're the Winthrop
Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah, I knew you'd know that. That's hysterical. So Jay Kuda put that up, and he said,
I'm pretty sure, other than Western Carolina, who is in North Carolina, by the way, so that was a bad guess. I think I got every other South Carolina one because Paladin, but Furman's are South Carolina. Wofford might not be South Carolina. That might be North Carolina, actually. No, it is Spartanburg, so that is South Carolina.
Anyway, so Jay Kuda posted, he goes, it's been 40 minutes. No one's gotten it yet. And then finally someone got it. And it has to be someone who went to that school, right? Looking for their logo.
Well, that was the first thing I did. I went to look for the Mizzou logo, and it's right up in the top right next to Rhode Island and Arkansas.
How much time do you think it took him to put that together, to put every logo in there?
You know what? He probably got probably some picture, because I know the NCAA always has this ready to go so they can pick the logos for their shirts that they build out for the NCAA tournament.
All right.
So they probably had that, and he just was like, I'm just going to click one random one and get rid of it.
Your reaction to seeing that was awesome, though. And it was up in the monitor there for a minute before, and I'm like, I hope Jeff doesn't wonder what the hell that is. So.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, you did, but you had no idea what it was. No. All right, very good. All right, I got one more. We have one more in Lines of the Night. That one was hysterical. This one I want you to look at. Look, our two favorites are Jay Kuda and Brooksgate. So Brooksgate had this one. Teams, teams in Major League Baseball that don't have paid patches are in the bottom corner there. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21, 22, 23 teams have it, and then 7 teams don't. So the Pirates have Sheetz, which is a convenience store chain.
Congratulations to the White Sox. You didn't even want to get sponsored.
The White Sox do not have a sponsor, but I was thinking, what if they should have some patches on there?
Also, knowing the Colorado Rockies owner, I am stunned they do not have a sponsor.
That he's not milking somebody for some money?
Stunned, in all honesty.
Well, the Rockies, honestly, let's be honest, Rocky Mountain High, why don't they just have weed lift? Weed.
Well, I mean, Coors also, it's Coors
but just
Field.
Get sponsored. I'd say just put a weed patch on there because you have to be high to watch those pitchers pitch.
3 out of 10.
No crickets? Okay. The White Sox. Maybe a patch of a drunken fan with a bottle of Malort. How about get a Lexus sponsor and just have an L on there because we know they're going to lose over 100 games. The Mariners. Louisville Slugger. No! Flag on the play. Seattle Mariners, Louisville Sluggers. They got the arms. They don't got no bats. The Rays. A patch of an empty stadium. Rockies. Oh, this was Keys. Prime Water. Maybe then Deion Sanders will come and coach because he knows how to play basketball.
But it would have to be Prime's face with the Prime Water logo, right?
What about Amazon Prime? They're not going to score for 2 to 3 days anyway. Rockies don't. Minnesota Twins. I ran out of juice on this team. Minnesota Twins. I just have Olsen Twins. I don't run. There's no off switch on the comedy.
Hey, that was actually what I...
the Olsen Twins.
That was actually what I was about to say. I was going to say Barricade Nationally. Perfect.
There you go. Or you could do Doubleman Twins. And then Oakland, the Oakland team, the Athletics.
They're not Oakland.
They're just the Athletics. They could have the Vegas skyline just to mess with the Sacramento fans up there.
What's a big Sacramento company?
Politics. State Capitol.
No,
Holiday Inn. Procter Gamble. That's Cincinnati. I don't know. We don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at today's show number. Episode 341. Do you know where the area code 341 is?
St. Louis, Missouri.
It is not. I believe that's 31.
Wait, did you say 314?
341.
Oh,
yeah, 314. Yeah, you went backwards.
I'm sorry.
He boxed it.
Yeah, I did.
The exacta box.
Yeah.
341 is Oakland. We were just talking about the East Bay.
Okay, sorry. I legitimately thought you said 314.
No. Yeah, no. It is 314. Yeah, right. You know that. I know that one too. But no, it's 341, and there's no one there that lives there anymore, but they still have the area code in Oakland. Okay, here are your national days, Jeff. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
National Love Your Pet Day. Duh. That should be every day. National Cherry Pie. Cue the Warren song, Ann. She's my cherry pie. Oh, I guess I know what song Vince will play at rap. National Muffin Day. Wear your favorite sweater day. National Leadership Day. Introduce a girl to engineering day. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a real one. Don't think I made that up. I think that is not appropriate. Introduce, like, hey, little honey, what is it? Like girls, what is all these numbers? That's not made up. That's an actual thing.
He's trying to get us off the scent, everybody.
No, I'm not. By the way, Women in Blue Jeans Day also seems a little sexist. Hoodie Who Day. You're supposed to wear a hoodie.
Hoodie Who? Why is it Hoodie Who?
Wear Hoodie Day.
Who? Why is it Who?
Hoodie Who? No, Hoodie. What, Sean? I thought you were, Sean. No Politics Day. Not allowed to discuss politics. And National Comfy Day. National Comfy Day. Which one do you think's fake? You want to look at these? All right. John says the Muffin Day. Jerry actually says the engineering one. Jerry, I'm sorry.
Hold on a second. What is International Lego Classism Day that you forgot?
I skipped that one. Sorry, that one's real too. Vince went with Comfy Day. Ann, what do you think's the fake one?
Women in Blue Jeans.
Neil Diamond. Oh, that's a better song. Play that. Forever in Blue Jeans.
I'm going with National Leadership Day.
As he tosses it flippantly away. The actual fake one is Wear Your Favorite Sweater Day. I thought for sure someone would bust me on that one, but it is like wet sweater weather. So wear your favorite sweater.
The best time to wear striped sweaters all the time. Right, Jerry?
What is that? Is that a cartoon thing?
Yeah.
All right, we have a cartoon clip coming up for you and Jerry to explain to me in the videos.
Jerry, we're already screwed on that.
No, you'll probably get it. I think you'll get it. No, you'll get it because it's something I didn't understand. But anyway, birthdays today. Kurt Cobain was born on this day in 1967. Hockey Hall of Fame legend Phil Esposito turns 83.
Wow.
And future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander is 42 years old. He's also a brand new San Francisco Giant. So we put them all together in the machine here up in Utah. We're going to get to picks here in a minute. Here we go. All right, so there you go. I guess that's Phil Esposito. It's Muffin Day and no politics. So no politics. Then on the left, Love Your Pet Day.
Well, you know what? Actually,
it's Justin Verlander.
If we had a day where it's like that and we crowd the streets with the signs like that.
That said no politics.
No politics.
And muffins.
It would be the greatest thing of all time.
It would be.
Do you know the Muffin Man? He has no political values.
Look at that giant muffin the guy's got, too.
The muffin looks delicious.
And then I guess that's...
actually a right amount of chocolate chips or blueberries or whatever the hell that is.
It's like the movie Casino with the same amount of blueberries. And then, you know what I'm talking about.
Good.
Do you know how long it would take to do that? I don't care. Want an equal amount in every... If B-Town Dummy has stayed tuned, he's appreciating that. But Justin Verlander, going to be with the Giants. Going to be weird seeing him in a Giants uniform, but...
I mean, Max Scherzer's pitching for the Blue Jays.
That is a little weird.
That's weird, too.
To match his eyes, as you said.
To
match one of his eyes. You did, which I had that joke loaded. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for picks at 12:36, but it's 12:38. We're off the rails today because we're having a lot of fun. This always happens when Jeff Parles is here. Turns into the funnest show. At 12:38. All right, so Joe D'Amico.
In baseball, anything. That is very true. It's true.
Why is anything in baseball anything? I love it. So, Jeff, do you have a pick for us today?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Usually people just get right into it instead of answering it like, yes, I do.
Very quickly.
Yeah, so go for it.
I didn't give it to Vince as the official one. I am on Canada tonight. Find the best price. Don't go. Minus 105 is readily available. Go ahead and bet that. The basketball play today, the number one I had, and if you want more picks.
Is this college or pros?
I don't want to get smacked in the head.
Oh, that's right. You're not supposed to bet pros.
It has to be college.
I forgot. Yes.
Western Kentucky minus 3.5.
The Hilltoppers.
The Hilltoppers. Big Red. The best mascot there is.
It's a great one.
3.5 at home against Sam Houston State. Western Kentucky has struggled a little bit of late, but I think they're still a pretty darn good basketball team. That league, that's USA, is a lot better than we expected. So we're going to lay 3.5 at home with the Toppers tonight against, do you know Sam Houston State's mascot, Frank?
It's the pistols, the revolvers.
They're not the Colt 45.
Colt 45. That's what I was thinking. Sam Houston Snakes.
They are the Bearcats.
The Bearcats. That's a boring name.
With a K.
Now it's genius, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I did not know Sam Houston's. I knew the Hilltoppers, though. You said best mascot. I think we had the unveiling. We showed that when they redesigned it. We had it on the show, I think, with you, right? Or last year, something with the...
They did do uniforms.
New uniforms, yeah. Where do you rank the Stanford Christmas tree and mascots?
He's definitely the scariest.
It's the weirdest.
Him and the baby from the Pelicans are the two scariest ones.
That's that baby that's supposed to be in the cake, the king cake. Yeah, it's very strange. All right, so my pick of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make it fast. I just like the Sidney Crosby anytime goal. It's plus 350. This is probably Sidney Crosby's last time representing Canada. Maybe not. Maybe he makes the Olympics.
Are they not going to the Olympics?
I don't know.
Pros going to the Olympics next year?
I don't know. That's why I think some people are saying it could possibly be his last time as a pro, last time playing, representing his country, and he's going to pass the torch to that McDavid guy. Every time I say that annoys Alex. But anyway, I will take that plus 350 if you give me Sidney Crosby getting a goal. I think so. I didn't know what was going on. A very special guest popped in. Should we have him jump in? All right. Okay.
Don't get distracted.
Now I got distracted.
Keep going.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a few picks from Joe D'Amico. Once again, if you're tuning in on Thursdays to see Joe, we always love to have Joe here. Joe is in the vet right now. Joe's not in the vet, but his dog is. His dog Dice had a little bit of an eye issue or something, so they're running some tests on him. So Joe is unavailable today. But in his place, do we have another Paisan coming in here? Look at this. What kind of this is a backup plan here, ladies and gentlemen. Where is he sitting? Right here? Or is he standing? What's he doing? Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Magliulo is here.
I'm going to be close to you.
Okay, good. Vinny is here.
Because
I'm on a single. I'm on a Parles. All right, there we go. Now we got all three of us.
Let me just say this. It's good to see you, Frank.
Good to see you.
You and Parlay here together. But I'm here actually on behalf of 360 million Americans.
Okay.
Who've asked that you do not bet the USA today.
Oh. Do not bet USA at all or under?
Look,
don't bet
there's
USA.
So many other things for you to get involved with. There's a full slate of college basketball.
Well, I got the Sam Houston Bearcats.
It's not, don't take it personal.
I am taking it a little personal. I mean,
and again, you mentioned the total, which we all know your proficiency there. So I'm just saying, Frank, that again, this is beyond a public service announcement.
Okay.
Right. You know
All right.
what I'm saying? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. It's good, Vinny. We love you, buddy. I just I'm rooting for is anytime Sidney Crosby goal.
Yeah, well,
Plus 350. Root for Sid the Kid.
You know, I mean,
and he's going to be pumped because Mike Lang passed away yesterday. They were pretty close. Longtime Penguin announcer. So take the U.S. to win. I'm American.
Well, that's beautiful. That's great. Again, clearly, enter, exit.
There you go. All right.
300. No, it's just, and be aware too, some injuries and a little bug on the USA side. So they're going to have to dig deep tonight.
It's not. Are you saying a flu bug?
They're just saying some kind of.
You don't have to tell Jeff and I about that.
Illness. Yeah, I know, right? And the first game, McCarr did not play for Canada.
Okay.
So big addition for them tonight. So, but no excuses. I'm sure that they'll make us all proud.
And how rowdy do you expect that crowd to be in Boston? Because they're so usually accommodating.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, you know, I'm sure that they'll be just like all good Providence Friars and. All the Catholic schools up there, they'll be on their best behavior. They'll be crazy.
It's going to be nuts.
Their minds are going to be.
The atmosphere is going to be awesome, and the puck drops at 5 o'clock. I don't know. Do we know who's singing the national anthem or anything? It's usually in hockey, they don't bring out the big stars, right?
I mean, it's probably going to be whoever usually sings at the Boston.
They have like the local guy,
the guy who sings in the Boston.
Right. In Pittsburgh, there's this guy, Jeff Jimerson.
I mean,
How about everybody in the arena? How would that be?
That would be nice.
Right? Which they do, you know, as we know in Canada, especially at Edmonton.
Now, Vinny, I'm glad you stopped in. I will adhere to 360 million Americans. I will do that. Now, usually Joe D'Amico is here on Thursdays to give his picks. Unfortunately, his one dog is not feeling, so he's not there. So I was going to give Joe's picks as Joe D'Amico.
Well, you did such a good job.
All right. I need to get into character somehow.
Yeah, you got to. Hold on. You need some shades, don't you?
Dion, get the dogs out of here. All right. Joe D'Amico here. I got my picks. All right, I'll tell you what, it's like having a fat ex-girlfriend. All right, here we go tonight. I'll tell you what, all right, right now, I got two strong picks. I like the Boston Celtics. Now, look, a lot of people in Boston are going to be paying attention to the hockey game. No, forget about it. Jason Tatum, he feels like, hey, this guy's got more chips on his shoulder than Robert Conrad batteries in the 70s. So I'm taking the Boston Celtics. I also like the Atlanta Hawks, all right? Let me read. Let me see what I got here. Let me move my glasses. All right, I'll take the Atlanta Hawks right now. And I also, why does he talk like this? Is he a smoker? And scene.
Let me just say that was the greatest Brooklyn accent by way of Pittsburgh.
It was not
in
good.
the history
it's not good.
of entertainment.
Yeah, there's only one Joe D'Amico. It's
absolutely.
There's only one Italian guy that's loud from New York.
But you know what you got that was beautiful, which, I mean, all of us do this. That's why I had to move over here, because the wingspan on you just now.
It's like Wembenyama.
Like an albatross.
It's like Wemby right there.
Tremendous.
So just
Excellent.
to be, in all seriousness, his two strongest plays were Boston Celtics, right? Do we have the graphic? Boston Celtics and Atlanta Hawks. But,
I'm still flabbergasted at what I just witnessed.
What did you witness?
What did I just witness?
You all right, Jeff?
That wasn't bad? Give him a single. Give him a single shot. Can we do a single on Jeff?
I'm going to tell you.
Break it down. Double espresso. He'll be all right.
I'm very happy you did not flip the desk over. That's all I'll say.
Well, listen, there's still 15 minutes.
That's true. But I really like this new desk, by the way.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's got padding, which I like a lot.
I have a pair of dice with me, too. Did you want to use it for anything?
We got have Keith come in. He'll run the game. Keith will run the dice game. He also, so Celtics minus 6.5 at 76ers. He also likes the Atlanta Hawks. These are two strong plays. And another strong play in college, he has the Oregon State Beavers. So Hawks are +1 versus the Magic tonight. And then Oregon State, those were his three picks. He had a lean on Maryland and Northwestern, but why don't you just stick with those strong three? Oregon State minus 6.5 at Pepperdine in Malibu, which I don't know how those kids play basketball when they're down there. So,
by the way, Joe does a good job, and we hope. Seriously, I know he's very close with his
with his dog. So yeah, Joe, we'll get him on.
Must be serious, but he'll be back.
He'll be back next Thursday.
He does a great job.
We got some funny videos to end the show with, Vinny. If you want to stick around, and see a couple videos. We got three guys here. We got this is also a law firm. Parles, Nicotero, and Malaiulo. Is that MVP? Wait, Parles, Nicotero.
And what?
And
Vinny.
What?
M.
You have it still?
MNP.
Did you get rid of it?
What happened? Are you throwing a flag on me?
Don't
You
miss
said 314 for St. Louis.
Please,
I flagged myself for calling you old
earlier. We've seen enough of those all year long. Come on.
Let's go to number 4, the one you got pulled up there. So a little Wemby news. You might have seen this. right before the show, before we came on the air. He has a form of a blood clot in his right shoulder. He's out for the season. Speaking of Winspan, that's what made me think of this.
Awful.
The Spurs believe this is an isolated condition, so out for the rest of the year. Obviously, this team is building. Jeff and Vinny, how does this affect looking at San Antonio games moving forward? I mean,
well, listen, he's a big part of their not only their future, obviously, but their present. And I think you have to start with when it comes to him, even though he's so young, you probably have to start at 2 points and go north of that. But it also depends on the opponent as well. So oftentimes we get asked, what's so-and-so worth to the number, right? It also depends on who the opponent is and what the circumstances are to that particular game. But I think in the case of Wemby here, you have to start at 2 probably and go north of that, and maybe even 3 or 4, dependent on the opponent. So,
Jeff, what are your thoughts on Wemby out for the year?
Well, first off, you just hope it is that isolated condition, because we've seen Chris Bosh comes to mind. Similar build, his career ended because of blood clots.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
To be honest, Keith and I were having this discussion before the show. I've never heard of a DVT in a shoulder. I've never heard of that. Usually you hear about it in the legs, and sometimes it can move up the body and turn into a pulmonary embolism. That's usually when you hear about it. Just very strange that it would appear in the right shoulder. But look, good they caught it in time, obviously, before anything else happened. But look, they had a shot to sneak in the back door, get in one of those playing spots. That's now gone, even with the Fox trade. They're not going to sneak up a few rungs in order to get there. But you just hope this is an isolated incident. And
we do.
Not an isolated incident.
He's the face of the NBA for the next 10, 15 years, hopefully.
He's the most unique specimen the league has ever seen.
Unbelievable. Wemby, get better, and he's probably going to play a lot of chess and read a lot of books, which is what he likes to do. All right, let's go to the clip number 1 here. Caleb Williams has big pressure on him next year in Chicago, and big pressure to learn how to sign all those Topps trading cards. So it's a good thing that he went to a Topps camp where he had a former Chicago quarterback instruct him on how to give autographs. So here we go. Here's Caleb Williams visiting. All right, so he's getting training. Firm grip, clean sign.
I just started training at the Topps Autograph Lab
Friday
at the
Night
end of
Lights
last season, and the staff here has been incredible.
Warming him up.
Caleb's talent jumps off the
Jim
chart.
McMahon.
He's got those 99s and 50s down.
Good.
He's just not ready for the superfractors yet.
Some good 80s music.
Look at this.
Avoid the corners.
There you go.
I think I'm ready for inscriptions.
That's pretty good.
You know what's amazing about this, by the way? First of all, I know it's not his rookie year.
Right.
But let's start with that. Like, how many rookie cards does somebody have nowadays?
It's so crazy.
Right?
There's like a Series 2, Series 4.
Right?
Then there's red refractor, black refractor.
Yeah, it's out of control. Well, Topps brings back a lot of memories. When we were growing up, that was the card.
It was the only card.
Jeff, believe it or not, there was only one trading card.
I know. Yeah.
I remember when Fleer and Donruss came along, and I was upset. I was pissed.
Yeah, right. And then you were like, "Wow, look at who are these people?"
Yeah.
But seriously, it's such an amazing market now, and you've got to do so much homework when you're buying them and looking at them and all. But good for the players too. It's another revenue stream.
By the way, working the docks at the Top Factory, Jim Miller and Jay Cutler, quarterbacks for Chicago that weren't allowed to be on camera. Pretty funny. All right, now I need you guys to explain this one to me. Jerry just left. Jeff, you might be able to help me on this one. I don't know Phineas and Ferb. Perhaps you do?
Not my expertise, but I know who they are.
All right, so the future AL Central champion Kansas City Royals social media team had a question of the day walking in, and a lot of them got because of cartoon, but here we go. They asked them, the only mammal that can lay an egg.
The platypus.
How do you know that?
Because that's A, I do know that,
okay.
And B, that
cartoon.
The platypus is a key part of that show, obviously.
Okay, I didn't.
The bird.
Have you been to Australia, Jeff?
I've not. No.
Chicken. Are there platypuses in Australia?
I was going to say Australia. That's also a bird.
Carlos
Hernandez.
A chicken?
That's a bird.
Look like a platypus.
So everyone knows this because of Phineas and Ferb.
Who's that? Peaches and Herb?
Peaches. Shake your groove thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Peaches and Herb. Oh my God.
Put this on.
When my sister was in high school at North End, they came and did a concert, and it was 10 years after their last hit. And the kid who was a reporter at the TV station with my sister goes, "Your big hit, Shake Your Groove thing. What is your groove thing?" And she said, "Honey, if you don't know, then you got a lot of problems." And I'm like, you have to remember, ma'am, that they are 16-year-old kids that might quite not know. But I knew about platypuses being the only mammal laid eggs because a comedian, Richard Jenny, had a show called Platypus Man, and the late, great Richard Jenny, who I opened for at Duquesne University once. Duquesne, where I only went for a semester, I had a 3.2 blood alcohol level. Fist it up. Come on, fist bump. Didn't make the dean's list. Made the Jim Beams list.
Right.
Flag on Jeff, leaving me hanging.
Oh.
There it is.
Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I clapped for you.
You did clap for me. By the way, we've learned a lot with this desk because the first day we did a show, Matt Neverett and I were way too close that I could reach out and touch his shoulder. I like this. This is perfect distance. We got it all worked out.
Basically the same distance as the other one. We're just lower to the ground.
Yeah, I like it. All right. I think we got one more clip here, and I want to get take on this from Vinny because the St. Johnnies.
Oh.
Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino's always been my favorite coach. I've always been a big Rick Pitino fan. He's got them at number 10 right now. I think they're like 22-4 or something. I looked at their numbers to go to the Final Four, win the national championship. I'm letting everyone know right now. I'll root for the St. John Johnnies. Now, he kind of did a little Mick Cronin here move, Jeff, which we talked about on the show when Mick Cronin laid into UCLA. Mm-hmm. They went on an unbelievable streak. So Rick Pitino laid into his team. Here we go. Here's Rick Pitino going off.
Dig in and be a basketball player. Dig in. Every time you miss a shot, your game deflates. We don't care about your missed shots. Play defense. You guys keep blowing opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. You're like children with bad things happening. Instead of digging in and be tougher, you wilt. Where is your toughness? Where have you guys been raised that you're so weak mentally that you just give up when something doesn't go right for you? Don't you know what adversity is all about? That's the game of life, not the game of basketball. You don't get down when things go wrong.
That's right.
You dig in and get tougher. Your whole life's going to be adversity.
We're tough, get going.
Deal with it.
Pitino, Red Storm Rising. Tuesdays at 10.
And they're like, "Hey, coach, I'm going to go out and cash my nil check. I'll be back."
We actually chatted about this on Sports by the Book last week.
Did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So,
well, not that exact clip.
Right. Okay, but Pitino overall, I love him.
But I used to play against his high school. I think he's a little young. We're close to the same age.
Okay.
But he played basketball, St. Dominic's, right, Jeff? So
they're the Panthers?
Clip?
No idea.
Okay.
The Dons. I think they were the Dons. But let me just tell you this about that clip. The only difference, because I heard that speech many times when I was in St. Anthony's High School.
Okay.
But the only difference was there was either a slap to the head or hands around my neck,
which was allowed back then.
You see, and the greatest example of that was when the coach said, "Hey, Mayula, what happened with this play over here?" And I said, "Well, what are you talking about?" I said, "That wasn't me." So he says, "Wait, what are you talking? Did you get your number changed? Are you number 11?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, hold on a second," and he hits the reel to reel. You know the what is it? The 35 millimeter or whatever.
16/8, whatever.
And he goes, "Look at this guy. God, he looks a lot like you." Of course, he was absolutely correct. And then, hence, that similar speech with the hand like behind the neck and then smack down on it. Yeah, so yeah, a little flashback there.
Yeah. Oh, I had a gym teacher do something to me once.
Yeah.
Well, that sounded wrong.
What?
That came out really wrong. It involved pinning me up against a bleacher. This is going south.
Wow. Did you file charges?
No, because it was 1985. Mr. Thiessen, look, here's the story. We're all sitting on the bleachers, on the bottom bleacher.
Give him a one shot.
And me and Rob Petrie And my buddy Mike O'Day, we were talking about the Earth, Wind & Fire concert on HBO the night before, and we're having a good time. We're not paying attention. And I'm looking at Rob Petrie. You're Rob Petrie. And I'm looking at him making jokes, and I'm making fun of the coach because he's showing us how to dink in volleyball, where you go up and you dink, right? So I'm making fun of him, and I turn, and I see Rob Petrie jump like he's ejected out of a car and run for the door. And I turn around, and there's the coach, and he picks me up and pins me up against the bleachers.
There you go.
He's like, "You're tired," because I was making fun of him. And he says, and then he turns to my buddy O'Day and goes, "O'Day, you're next." I could have sued, right? I probably had a lawsuit back then.
Yeah, probably. And that was
it was North Allegheny. No, it was
over, but
yeah.
Well,
he put his hands on me. By the way,
they were allowed to then. At least in Catholic school, it was. I think they not only was it was encouraged.
I had a year of nuns. All right, we got to wrap up the show by 1 o'clock today because we have Jeff Brennan Gaughan is coming in, and Jeff Motley are coming in to do Gaughan Racing at 1:30. They're back. NASCAR's back. Make sure you stick around and watch Gaughan Racing at 1:30. We do have Kenny White's dog of the day, I believe. Here we go. Kenny White's dog of the day, and then we have a great clip for you guys. He likes Georgia Southern plus 8.5 at Appalachian State. That's Matt Nevert's alma mater, one of his alma maters. He went to a couple schools, I think.
Clippy's dog, still loving the
still the Clippy artwork. Yeah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we like to end with a little smile. Here's our dog of the day with an otter. Look at this. So yesterday we had a dog and a monkey sharing a smoothie. Today, look at this little otter, and it's always a retriever, and always a retriever or a lab doing something cute. Now watch, the otter actually takes a ride here. Get up there, and there it is.
Wow.
Damn, that's cute. That's good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back tomorrow. I'm hoping Greg Vaughn. It's baseball season is upon us. Former Major League All-Star Greg Vaughn is scheduled to be here tomorrow. I hope he can make it. He told me he can. We should find out. But anyway, it's going to be a great baseball episode. Jeff, you'll be back next Thursday. And what are you doing this weekend?
I'll be around town.
We're going to do our 3-point contest soon.
Whenever you want.
All right, Caitlin Clark on her birthday out of 54 free throws.
No, 3-pointers.
3-pointer. Hit 50 out of 54 3-pointers.
50 out of 54.
I said out of 54 I could hit 27.
27?
Yeah, I said I could go 50%.
Which 3-point line? College or pro?
Oh, forget that. I thought you were going to say, was it 3-footers?
No. I was
little tykes.
I was just going to say, like,
it's probably closer to whatever.
College.
It's the high school, college line, whatever's at the whatever's
I
at
hit
the
50%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was just thinking. I was looking on the door. You know, the one that they hang in the offices.
Yeah,
like
the old Nerf.
Not allowed.
No, we can't do that here. But I was a Nerf king.
What are you going to hit? How many?
50%. 27 out of 54.
I took the under immediately.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you tomorrow. Punchlines live and about every show. Bye.